Howdy, y'all. My name is Price, and I'm coming at you once again from the bottom of the ocean. All right, we're looking good here. We have some plants that have grown in, and actually I've already gone ahead and harvested and planted some others. It's actually been a while since I've last seen you guys, and you'll see why in a second when I open my inventory. I spent a lot of time going around and gathering a whole bunch of resources because I knew that what the next thing that I wanted to do was really to expand the base and start making it look like the base that I really wanted it to look like. So you can see I have a lot of stacks of iron. I have a lot of copper because copper is actually necessary in order for us to build windows. I've got that glass that I found all around that I can use to build some more windows, and you know, maybe we can go and make some more if we have to, because you can use sand and turn that into glass, so that's pretty cool. But I did actually receive a transmission from Jasmine, so I'm going to read that to you guys now. We can see what she has to say about what's been going on and how she thinks that the base is coming along from our last transmission. So let's see what she has to say. Dear Price, great job getting the supplies together. All right, cool, awesome. We've received your last transmission. I'd assume so, if you're responding to it, yes. We need those crystals for recipes. But those octopuses slash octopodes slash octopi are pretty protective. Okay, being inclusive of word choice there. Good to know. I'm glad I didn't just try and go and take those crystals if it turns out that those things are dangerous. Don't engage them until you've fully equipped yourself in top-level gear and are prepared for a fight. Great. I have to fight giant octopi. Octopuses. Octopodes. Whatever. Okay, all right, so that's... Okay, so we're gonna plan on that, but right now, you know, short-term goals. Okay. Also, we need samples of all available foodstuffs down there, so be sure to stock up and get hunting. All right, yeah, I was pretty sure that was going to have to happen anyway, so good to have that explicitly stated there. Oh, and then, let's see. P.S. We seem to have misplaced a few of our robots. If you see them down there, you may be able to get them up and running with a little jolt. Huh. Okay, well, we'll keep our eyes out, I guess, for little robots or something. Okay, cool. All right. So, with that, we now know that those octopi, I'm going to say octopi. That's what I'm going to say because I'm comfortable with it. That those are dangerous. So, great. Well, let's not worry about that now. What we're going to worry about now is actually building a bunch of floor pieces and glass and whatnot so that we can really get this stuff being built. Because I now have an idea and a plan for fixing some of these things. I'm just going to build a ton of floor pieces. I have some plans. I've drawn up a couple of schematics, and I think I know what I want to do. Okay, let's get a little bit more. We'll see how far this gets us. Okay, and let's build a whole bunch of glass. All right, we're going to run out of glass before we run out of copper, looks like. Okay, so that might be something we have to deal with, but again, we'll get to that when we get to that. Okay, let's work with this, and we will actually be coming over here in a little bit once we've got all the skeletons built. That will involve building doors and stools and other kinds of things. You'll also see that I built a big chest, which just requires a little bit of copper, because I was running out of space, and so I went ahead and did that ahead of time. Okay, so first of all, many of you probably have complained in the comments about this. I know I would, that I didn't quite line these up perfectly, and that they're actually a little bit too far out. So I'm going to pull them in a little bit. Holding shift like it's Minecraft, but it's not Minecraft. Okay, made it. Okay. And we will just put that floor back there. Let's go up and do that on the top floor as well. And I am actually going to extend all of these floors out a couple of pieces as well, just because I can. Let's remove... Do I get the windows back? I don't get the windows back after I have put them down, which is really too bad because I've used a lot of them. Okay. Let's put these floors back down here. Okay, so now these should all be lined up. Let's actually go drop down and check. Okay, yep, perfectly lined up. Whoa, jumped really high there. Okay, and actually, oh look, potatoes. So many potatoes. Okay, let us replant those because there's no point in letting them sit around. And we might actually want to make some more planter pots at some point, so I might have to go get some dirt. So let's put these in the cooker. Oh, that's so many potatoes. We're going to be so set for food. That's great. Okay, and actually, I want to extend these walls out, one on either side, and I want to push forward 2. So a lot of our windows are going to be lost. It's too bad, but, you know, it happens. So let's just do this. We're extending out one here, and we will extend out one along this side. And I think you guys will see in a little bit how this is going to work. And I'll probably pull these in a little bit, but first we'll just worry about expanding out the base. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to go get a whole bunch of more windows. Okay. And so what I'm wanting is, like, on each floor, on each level, there's gonna be kind of like particular structures, particular rooms, etc. And so the way that it's going to work is kind of like the bottom level is like equipment, the kinds of stuff you would need before jumping into the water. You know, you need to be prepared for that kind of stuff. Oh man, we're going to need so many more floors. And the middle floor is going to be kind of more like comfort type stuff, so that would be where people would stay, like where they would live, and it'll also be where our cafeteria cooking area is going to be. And then the top floor is going to be where the greenhouses are. So the way I want the greenhouses to work actually is it's going to be, let's see, it's going to be we're going to push out like this. And did I push these forward? I did, right? Maybe I didn't. I didn't. I meant to push this all 2 forward as well, because I want to be right on top of that. So 1, 2, 2. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely going to need more floors. Let's just go ahead and build a couple of those. And hopefully you guys you'll see what I'm going for here shortly. But essentially, yeah, I want to have these different floors with rooms that have doors that block them off and that have different purposes and all of these kinds of things, because I just think it'll really, you know, set Stumpt Industries apart from all other underwater-based organizations, I guess. Okay. Let's do this. And, oh, don't climb the back of a ladder. That doesn't work very well. Okay, and... oh, ran out of that stack. Okay. And so this is still good where this is. And we will have a matching one on this side. So 1, 2, 3, out. 1, 2, 3, doot, doot. And then it'll open up into the actual greenhouse room, which is going to be just as long as the main room, but it's only going to be 3 wide, because what that means is that you can come in, and if you look at maybe like this line here, what I'll do is it'll be completely surrounded by potter plant things, and that way you can essentially go and harvest everything and replant them all as it surrounds it. Okay, so right now we'll keep them small. We'll make them bigger as we need to. And since these are greenhouses, they are going to need windows. So, entirely surrounded by windows up here. Oh, I shouldn't put them there because that's going to be pushed out further. Okay, on to the next side. Boom, boom. 1, 2, 3. We'll just do 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. And then we'll just hollow this out until it matches. All right, okay. And boop, boop, boop. Put down some more of this. Okay, so this will be where our greenhouses are. I figure, you know, closer to the top, closer to the sun, more energy coming in through these windows. That's going to be best for our plants. Look at that kelp all the way up here. The dolphins! Oh! How cool is that? I call it dolphin level. Swim right by it. I wonder if the whale will swim right by it. Oh, I need to eat. Okay. Boom. Almost full. Awesome. Okay. Down to the next level. I think for here, what we'll start with is going to be where the cafeteria is going to be. And already we can see that we're going to need so much more iron. I was totally underestimating the amount of iron that I needed in order to carry this out. So I may have to actually do a cut here in a little bit and save you guys from having to see me gather a whole bunch more resources. But let's just build a couple of more of the, which one is it? Of these floors. And we'll start to lay out that cafeteria as well. So I want it to be over here on this right-hand side. I want you to access it from the, yeah, we'll say, how about here? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, similar little doorway area. And then what we're going to do is actually, this will be bigger than the floors above it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have an area that's kind of like an eating area that'll be around here. That'll extend a little way. Then we'll have like a kitchen, which will be over here, which, as far as a room is concerned, it's still just as, it'll still be in the same room, but I'll use some tables and chairs and things to kind of block it off. We'll have cookers and things like that back there. And then we're also going to create a big kind of cold storage area where all of the food is kept. So we will do that for sure. And across the way over there will be kind of a seating and living area where you can kind of do, you know, whatever you want. And then we'll also, I think, put production on this floor. So this will be where you will produce things like, you know, tables and chairs and all that kind of stuff. And then this bottom area is really going to be long-term storage, as well as kind of equipment lockers and like weapons and things like that. The kind of stuff that people are going to need when they come in here, if they're going to need to like go out and jump out into the water for whatever reason. So I'm going to put a cut in here, and I'm going to go and gather a whole heck of a lot more stuff, and I will see you guys on the other side. All right, y'all. I've done a little bit of work, and I want to show you what I've done. I gathered a whole bunch of resources, and I think you're going to like the new Stumpt Industries underwater base. Check it out. There's still a little bit of work to be done, but it's pretty dang big. I moved around the lights, so now they kind of create this nice little trail, and I'm going to try and surround the whole thing eventually. But you can see that we've got the different levels with their different pieces, and now we'll go ahead and jump inside and see what that's all about. So, our first entrance into here, you see we've got a nice big window where we can watch and see as things go by, and as I get more glass I will expand on that, because again I want it to feel really big in here. You can see I pushed it out a little bit, you know, I did the 6 wide, and then I got rid of all of these interior ones, so it really feels big in here, which I feel is a pretty cool effect. And you can see I've got some doors lined up around, and each of these doors leads to a new room. So the first one we have is the weaponry and equipment room. So we're going to have a dive room here, and in here we're going to have a whole bunch of weapon workshops and chests filled with weapon-related stuff. And then over here we'll have our equipment workshop and also spare equipment so that people can have that if they need to, if they lose their gear or whatever. Boom, they're all set up. They go into the equipment room. So if there's any kind of emergencies, it's like, oh my gosh, we're getting attacked by sharks or something. Boom, run to the weapon room. Solid. The other thing on the bottom floor is our main storage. And so here we're going to have, right now we don't have a whole lot of chests, but there's going to be chests just lined all around here. And this is where we're going to keep all of our major goods, and especially this is where we're going to be shipping out of so that we can get all of our stuff out to the rest of Stumpt Industries to be used as ingredients and all of that kind of stuff. All right, moving up a floor. Remember, this is going to be the production and cafeteria area. Let's show you the cafeteria. So again, I'm going to get more glass. I'm going to put windows all around this so that people can have a nice view of the water when they eat. You know, we want this to be a relaxing place. You can come and sit with your friends. You come up here, you order your food from the chef, which looks like right now got some shark meat, delicious. And the chef is going to have the fridge back here where they can keep all the food ready to be prepared. So you see we've got some potatoes, we've got some carrots, we've got some spare coal back here. We'll get a different chest for the coal sometime soon. Just had to deal with what I had. So nice. How are we doing on hunger? 22? We'll wait and then we'll eat some stuff. Okay. Then across the way And again, you know, this stuff is still work in progress, but I think it's close. It's close to what I want, what I had envisioned. So here is the production room. And again, we're going to have multiple workshops, multiple chests filled with the goods that are related to these things. And so we've got our furniture workshop, our building workshop, and our main workshop all up here. And I feel like this is the production area. This is where this stuff happens. This is where work gets done. Okay. And then finally, on the top floor, we have our greenhouses. So if we come in here, we have a potato greenhouse, which, as you can see, it overlooks the ocean, gets a lot of sunlight coming in here. As we get more pots to plant things in, we will expand it further out that way. And if we go over here, we have our other greenhouse, which currently is producing carrots, which are all ready to harvest. So we'll just go ahead and show that off. So go ahead, harvest all of these things. We get all the food. We take the seeds, we replant all the seeds in as many pots as we can. Excess seeds go in the seed chest, and then we take the carrots down to the cafeteria level. Boom. Stumpt Industries Underwater Culinary Ventures has a base, and it is solid. I'm going to store the rest of this food, and then I think we're going to give ourselves a much-needed breather. We'll relax, have some good time, but let's take one last look at this base from the outside. Oh, yeah. All right, y'all. This is me signing off. Send another transmission to Jazz, and next episode, we're going to start doing some adventuring. All right.